The world as we know it has changed forever. We have to unite more than ever. It has never been easier to connect through social media by learning from each other. It allows us to challenge our beliefs, turn our fears into action, chase our dreams, do the work. We should all become citizen scientists. How far can we go? It's up to us. We have to conquer our fears. Stay motivated. Don't get caught up in the hype. In the think tank, we will never settle for anything less than an extraordinary life. Our featured guest today is Miss Josie Melcher, Humanitarian. Hello, Josie. Welcome to the think tank. How are you today?
I'm doing great, brother.
Good. Nice to see you. I'm glad we had the time to reschedule. It was important to get your word out. You're doing an amazing project right now. You're from the Philippines and you're helping some children who cross a river to go to school. And I thought it was important to tell the world what's going on, and if you can have anybody step up to the plate and help you with that project, because it's very, very important. So tell us, before we start on that, tell us a little bit about Josie so we know a little bit about you.
So I'm Josie Melcher. I got here to United States through marriage. I met a Peace Corps volunteer.
Oh, good.
That worked in the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
And we were both working under the local government. So we met at the seminar and did not leave me alone since then.
Good, wonderful. And I know, I think from our conversations, you have a son who's a doctor.
Yeah, I have 4 sons and 2 daughters.
4 sons and wow. Yeah. So you were a busy mom.
Certainly.
That's wonderful. But isn't it nice to raise kids and they're grown now? They're not babies anymore?
That's right. They're all bigger than me now.
Well, I know.
What a blessing.
That is wonderful. That is great. Yeah, we met at I think about 2 or 3 years ago, and I found out about what you do. You also like to dance. You love to dance.
Yes, yes.
Dance is a therapy. You have even therapy classes. You do even therapy classes, right?
I facilitate laughter therapy to help people release stress. Good. So I use dance movements, music therapy, and laughing. A lot of laughter.
That's what. The world needs a lot more laughter.
Oh, yes, you're right.
Exactly. But my mission here today is to tell the world about your project. Tell us a little bit about it.
Last June 2016, I saw this video at Facebook about children crossing the river to get to the school. Mm-hmm. This is a remote island in the Philippines that I'm not aware of. So there's about almost like 100 children crossing to the river.
Wow.
So after I've seen that, it just affected my sleep. Mm-hmm. As a mother, my heart just went out to them. Mm-hmm. So I decided I would like to create some kind of fundraising to provide water transportation to these children.
Right.
And at that time, I volunteered to play music and guitar playing at 3 churches. Mm-hmm. So I shared it with them, my goal and my missionary work. Mm-hmm. And they helped me out, and I also shared it with my friends. And you know me, I love dancing. Yes. and cooking. So I just utilize all those divine gifts that I got to raise money. Mm-hmm. So I created dinner dance, sold some tickets. And there were times the expenses were more than
income?
The money that came in.
I know.
But that did not stop me.
Right.
And there were times my friends and some family members were concerned about me because as a single mother, mm-hmm. you know, it can be tough financially, and yet I
Yes.
took on this project, but it just felt like my love for those children were was just much greater than my fear.
Mm-hmm.
And I know also, and I've learned in life, that when our intention is based on love,
Right.
I believe God will always give us the strength that we need, and doors will open. So I just hang on to that thought,
Right.
and doors open.
Good.
About a year later, we were able to provide 2 motorized boats for those children.
Wow.
Yeah, that help them go to school. It's usually, their teachers shared that it usually takes them 3 hours to get to school without the boat.
Mm-hmm.
So with the boat, it's just now it's like 30 minutes.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, because I saw the video you sent me, and
Mm,
the school children are actually wading in water chest high with their book bags up in the air.
yeah,
I mean, and
and
that,
when there's a storm, it can go up to their neck, and
wow.
the water. So that made me so concerned as a mother.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I mean, it touched me deeply that when you called me, and actually, was it last Valentine's Day? I
Yes,
came over and I did an inspiration speech to your audience for you.
yeah, for my
Yeah,
fundraising.
for that fundraiser. And I learned a lot. I mean, everybody was so passionate about what you did. Then I watched the videos, and it's like I couldn't believe it. Those children, they such, I mean, they want to learn. They want to go to school, and nothing's going to stop them. Not even have to cross a river for 3 hours to get to school, get there wet, change clothes. I mean, and then cross back again.
Yeah,
It's an amazing story. It's an amazing story, and it touched me deeply. That's why I wanted to bring it out and bring it to the world for you, because that needs to be told. That story needs to be told.
yeah, that really hit me deeply when I saw the little children
Mm-hmm.
w- walking through that deep water, it's up to their neck.
Right.
And I thought, they're wanting just basic education
Right.
to get out
Mm-hmm.
of that poverty. Why does it
Right.
have to be suffering?
Mm-hmm.
So I created all kinds of fundraising. I love music. I called my
Mm-hmm.
friends, let's create a concert on
Mm-hmm.
my backyard.
Yep.
So we did that. Let's do some backyard dancing.
Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes to help
Yeah.
them. You know. That
And
is.
I'm very grateful to those 3 churches, and those are
Mm-hmm.
the Cosmic Center,
Mm-hmm.
the Unity Church
Right.
in Bradenton, and
Right.
also the Spiritual Center in Manatee.
Right.
And
Exactly.
I just love them.
Yeah. Well, people have big hearts. And when, like I said, I mean, not to be redundant, but when I saw the movie you sent me, the YouTube video,
Mm.
you know, I mean, I just cringed, because I couldn't imagine that my son. Let me ask you, have any of these children ever lost their lives crossing the river
I heard they were, yes.
somewhere? Wow,
Yeah.
wow. Because if they're short, the little ones, but they had so much fun doing it. They were laughing and playing, just like kids normally do.
Because they were walking with their friends.
Right,
So
exactly. Yeah.
that made a big difference.
Mm-hmm,
That
mm-hmm.
made it like a play.
Right, exactly, exactly. Because I remember one of the school teachers didn't see one of the kids one day, and she went to check on him, and to find out that you know, he just couldn't make it. He had to stay home and work to help his parents, but he was so sad because he was missing his friends. He couldn't get to school. You know,
Mm.
it's children. I mean, children are so resilient, and we have to do whatever we can, because the future is our children, not us anymore.
Oh,
The
I
future is
believe
not
that.
about us. The future is
Yeah.
about our children. I have 2 grandchildren, 2 little girls,
Oh,
6 and 12. They are the most, oh my God, we cherish them so much. And we want to do everything we can to make their lives better than our lives. Like
certainly.
my dad always used to say to me when I was growing up, he said, son, you got it. My dad did pretty good for himself.
Okay.
But he said to me, son, you always have to strive to be better than your dad.
Oh.
And it wasn't a self-serving thing that he was doing, but just encouraging me to reach, just keep reaching, I'm the first of seven, so there was a lot put on me as the first of
Oh,
seven
wow.
of seven children. But I mean, children are so resilient. They are
Well, I
so.
would say you were certainly a role model to your siblings.
Well, I still try, and my whole premise of my life is to share if I can make the world a better place. And
Mm.
sometimes, people, I was reading something a couple of days ago where someone was interviewing people of influence. And he was saying that the show that he has are people that are humble like you and me. We're not of influence in the world where we are movie stars, but all of us can do a little bit for the world, one at a time, one little job at a time, one little situation at a time. And if everybody did a little bit, you know how much better the world would be?
I believe that. I
It would be
believe
a
that.
much better place. It would be a much better place. So let me ask you now, so what other fundraising do you have going on right now?
Well, because of the pandemic,
Oh,
I have
man.
to stop.
Yep.
But I would like to create another one as soon as I can,
Right.
because those two boats need some repair,
Mm-hmm.
and I would like to be able to give them the money that they need to get a better material,
Right.
like the fiberglass.
Right. Remember, I was telling you also that I forgot to do the research for you. There's
Mm.
paint. There's a paint that you can buy that dries like fiberglass. So remind me on that. You could
Okay.
also, even though you can't buy another boat right now, but you can buy the right paints, not just regular paint. It's waterproof paint that it dries like fiberglass, and it can
Ooh.
seal the wood better until we can get another boat for them.
Yeah, the funds that we sent them, they can only afford the wooden boat. But
Right.
it's a strong wood, but
Mm-hmm.
it only lasted like a year and it's softened.
Yeah, because it's in water all the time. Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but if we can coat it with a coating, the outside with a coating that is that is permissive, that where the water cannot get through it, it's not permeable, then the boats will last a little longer until we can get them another boat.
I will share that with them. I
Yes.
like that thought.
I will do the research for you and see if I can find out for you. Definitely. Yes, indeed.
I also wanted to share with you that
Mm-hmm.
I got some criticism while I was doing the fundraising.
You
One
did?
was why she asked, why are you doing this? Are you not shy asking money to people?
Mm-hmm.
And I told her I was not really asking money. I am just sharing with them what I'm doing.
Right.
And I also believe that is what the mouth is
Right.
for us to use it to help others and not just for ourselves.
Right. It's not about them. It's not about you. It's about a
Mm.
noble cause. For example, the Heart Association, the Cancer Association. They all reach out to people for money, and these organizations get taken millions of dollars. And you know what percentage goes to the actual cause? A small amount. Most of it goes.
Yeah,
They say
because they have to pay the administration.
Right. That's what they say. So, but you taking this mission on by yourself, and it's not a matter of you asking for money. You put it out there in the universe, and because you're doing a noble cause, you want to help those children. Like I said, the children are the future of the world. And if you can help these children just get a little education, man, you know how far that goes? It goes
Oh my gosh.
it goes a big way, because children are so, if we can all be children in our lives again, if we think like children. Children are imaginative. Children see things. They have visions. They dream. They are dreamers, right? They are
Mhm.
dreamers. If we all become like dreamers again, life will be wonderful. Life will be
Yes,
fabulous.
we should
I
not
love to
stop
see children
dreaming.
dream. Yeah, like I always said, they never stop a child from dreaming.
Mhm.
Children know what they want for Christmas. They know what they want for their birthday. They see it in their mind's eye, and then, you know what? It becomes a reality because they get what they want if they're good kids. Most of them. My two granddaughters are good kids, and they get good grades. Sure, kids are kids. They get in trouble every now and then, But the basic premise of them is that they're
That's
good
normal.
children. Exactly, they're children. And then I know I was a troublesome kid growing up, So, but I learned, and I had good parenting, and that's what life is about learning.
So Martin, after a year after we provided those 2 boats,
right,
they expressed to me that they would like to meet me and invited me for their boat dedication ceremony.
Right. Wow.
So I was able to do that.
Oh, you did. You went to the Philippines.
Yeah, I got to meet them.
Wow, wonderful.
And it was also my goal that I would like to facilitate laughter therapy for the children and for their teachers.
Right.
And boy, I was so glad I and my friends were able to give that to them.
Good. Wonderful.
Right on the boat.
Right on the boat.
You would see on the video. Yeah.
Yeah. When I post when I post the video, I'm gonna put a few clips in there, of them of all the things of that, not the whole video, but I'll put clips in there so that the world can see what we are talking about in a little more detail. And I'll put a link probably to the video itself also, so if they want to take a look at it, because the video speaks volumes. It speaks volumes.
During the ceremony, several of the mothers came to me and hugging me in tears of joy,
right,
and thanking me. And some of the children also handed me some letters, and I remember one says on the letter, "Thank you for being a bridge to my dream."
Wow.
Oh wow, that really hit me.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Yes.
Oh yes. That must be that.
Very basic things that they need, that they just want to go to school.
That's all they want. Yeah. That's what I saw.
I don't want it to be a suffering for them.
Right.
So that's what pushed me.
Yeah. About how many children go to school every day from that long distance in that one village?
On that one village, about 125.
Wow. And they make the trek every day to the water.
3 hours.
Wow.
Walking through that water.
Yeah, but now, so are the 2 boats still in operation now?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But need some repair.
Okay.
So they are working on it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where the money that we made last Valentine's Day is for the repair.
Right. Okay. Wonderful.
So I will share with them what you told me about the fiberglass coating that might help the wood not to get soft too soon.
Right. As a matter of fact, I'll make a note of it there for you now, so I don't forget, because that's important. Because if they can coat it with that, they may have to import it from overseas or from China or wherever. You can go online and buy it. But there is something. It's a coating that they use in the boating industry, where they paint the boats with. It's like a fiberglass coating. Exactly. The paint has fiberglass in it, so when it dries, and it has a higher bonding power, and it's not permeable for water. So I think that's important. Definitely. Boy, Josie, I mean, every time I talk to you about this, it just, my heart just warms, because it's such a pleasure to bring that to the world, let people know that there are people like you who have a vision for children, and your love of life. Every time I see you on Facebook, you're always dancing and having fun.
That's my drug, Martin.
It is so infectious. It is so infectious. And you have your group of people around you who all just like you. They think like you. You guys have fun. You dance together.
Yeah, and that's what helped me raise money. I created a dance atmosphere, and we participated. So we raised money while we were having fun.
That is so fabulous. That is fabulous. So now our mission now is to get you. You want to get one more boat to them?
Yeah, because one was torn up by the storm.
Yes, severely damaged. Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What does it cost to get one? What does it cost to get one boat roughly?
Well, the one that we sent, but less expensive one, it's about $2,000 to $3,000 dollars.
US or Philippine money?
Yeah.
US, yeah, yeah. And so it makes one trip or two trips?
Right now, since the other boat is on repair, then it has to make 2 trips.
2 trips, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, but
one boat holds about 50 to 75.
well, oh man, it's a good sized boat. There you go. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
And then it waits for them and brings them back at the end of this.
No, the driver goes back
Goes
home
back, right?
and goes back again to pick them up.
And he has to be paid also, right? The driver?
No, he's not getting paid.
Just does it voluntarily.
Yeah,
Oh man.
it's one of the fathers.
Wow, that's a great story. I mean, that's a great human story. I mean, I want to be involved. I am involved. You know, I want to be involved, and that's why I want to bring the story to the world and let the world know that Josie Melcher, I mean, you know, you should form a foundation just for that project. You know.
Well, I tried to create a foundation, but I noticed it just requires too much of my time about paperwork and fees, and that's coming from my own personal income. So it just got too much. So I thought, I just want some simple boats.
That's all. Nothing exactly, and just do it little by little, and by the grace of God, you know, it'll happen. You already got 2 boats, so. Let's just try for another couple of them for them too.
Yeah, just want to reinforce that or get them a more quality.
Right,
boat.
Exactly. So it lasts a little longer. Exactly. Wow, Josie, it's such a pleasure. It's such a pleasure. I look forward to this interview, so we can talk a little bit about it. I can put it out there for you. So tell me, if anybody wants to get a hold of Josie to help in any way at all, how can they get a hold of you, Josie?
Well, my cell phone, which is area code 941 545 1771.
1771. One more time.
Or through email.
Okay, email.
Which is blissfuljosie@gmail.com.
blissfuljosie@gmail.com. blissfuljosie@gmail.com. I like that. Blissful Josie. That is wonderful. That is wonderful. Josie, well, it's been a pleasure. You know, I hope that some benefactor will see this and reach out to you and make a difference to these children's lives, because it's a worthy cause. I endorse it, and it must happen. It must happen. Let's get them 2 more boats. 1, 2 is not enough.
Thank you. And you know, this is just one island. I'm sure there are several islands.
Oh, I could imagine. Yeah, but you know, there's so much. There is so much the world needs to do for a lot of places in the world. It's just amazing how where you're from the Philippines, I'm from the Caribbean, and I'm talking to people over there every week now. What are things that I can do? And it's just a little. If we can all do a little bit, everybody does a little bit. It goes a long way. The world will be a better place, definitely.
And I really appreciate you for being there and being supportive. It's such a divine gift to have met you.
Good. Well, it's a pleasure.
I feel like I have a brother.
You do. I have a sister. That's how we feel for each other, brother and sister.
Oh, exactly. I believe we are all one family.
Yes, we have to lift the world up one person at a time. Be a divine gift. Josie, I appreciate you coming on in the think tank today. Again, like I always say, don't just go out there and be a regular person like you are. Be an extraordinary person, and you are an extraordinary person.
Thank you.
And I appreciate you, and I love you for that. So namaste.
Thank you.
You take care, and we'll be in touch soon, okay?
Okay. Love you, brother.